Hi Pisces, welcome to the spiritual journey. We have 10 more days of this month, so we're going to go ahead and get some an energy reading for you guys. Of course, it's for the collective of Pisces, so it's not going to resonate for everyone, or it could be switched around for everyone, different ones. So, just like all tarot, it's not going to be for everybody. So let's go ahead and get into the message. I'm going to kind of wing it, but mostly it's going to get your frequency, see anything that might be coming up, challenges, things like that, and then get some advice. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to invite in the universe and spirit to just channel through the tarot cards and bring the best message that you need to hear at this time. Of course, sometimes it's not always what we want to hear, but it's what we need to hear, right? So because we're always the universe always wants us to expand into the best version of ourselves, to bring in our abundance and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to go ahead and pull a few oracle cards. This is the Flower of the Night Oracle. And then I have the Nature Speaks Oracle, as well as Earth Magic Oracle. And then we're going to clarify with some tarot. So, okay, so let's just go ahead and pull the Oracle cards out first and see what the message is for that, for Pisces. August 21st to August 31st, 2023. Let's just see. Let's see what's going on. And thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate the support, and I hope you get something out of this message. And just thank you. I appreciate it. So let's see what's coming up for Pisces for the remainder of August 2023, please. Universe and Spirit, work your magic. Okay. So we have readiness with the Nottingham Catchfly. On the bottom, we have emotions, evening stock. Okay, so I feel like something maybe emotional has come up for you. Pisces I always take as like a sensitive sign. The water sign, so it's all about your emotions. But there's something about readiness. Like maybe I'm getting this feeling of maybe acceptance finally. Something that was harsh or really played on your emotions, was sad or anything like that. I feel like it's, you're ready now. You're healing, you're healed. You've gotten the lesson from it. And moving on, basically, I kind of feel. But let's go ahead and get the Nature Speaks Oracle. And some of you, I'm getting that, maybe after a past breakup, you haven't been in the best way to start another relationship, but now you're ready. You're ready to go out there into the world. You've taken the lessons and done that healing, and, ready to connect with someone else again. Because, that's always an important thing. If we don't completely heal, or at least mostly heal, we're going to drag that energy with us to the next relationship, and that's never good. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up with these Nature Speaks. So, oh wow, we have sexual energy. I guess you are ready. So we have be still and go within. I hope that doesn't mean something else, satisfying ourselves. Okay, this is over 13 channel. All right, so we have Orchid with sexual energy. So, it might be that. And be still, go in within. Winter, your birthday's in winter. So I kind of feel like this is energy of, I really do feel like you're just ready to start another a relationship, most of you, But honestly, just be careful, because we don't want to just go with whoever for this, you know what I'm saying? Because that attaches us to that energy, and we might get ourselves in a bad relationship or situation. So just be careful with that, okay? It might be saying to, figure out your motives here. Do you want a relationship because you do want that companionship and you're healed, or do you want somebody to fix you, or what's the reason behind it? Is it a good vibrational reason, or is it a lower vibrational reason? Are you just trying to, there's people that, this is what it's making me think of. Those people that go from relationship to relationship to relationship, and they're not healing. They're just jumping, and they're the ones that continuously always have a new relationship, or they've had about 5 marriages. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, can you take a break and get yourself together first? Because it's like you're attracting in that negativity. You're not healed, so you're going to keep playing that same cycle over and over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and see with this Earth Magic. So, you know, just make sure you're in a good place, you know, and you're not just hooking up with somebody out of loneliness, you know, because it's always good to have that time alone and figure things out, you know, but if we're like in that mode of loneliness, we're just going to go for whoever, you know what I'm saying? Just for the companionship. And that's not always a good place to be attracting in people. But let's see what else is coming up. Grounding. Okay, with the tree. So grounding, and then we have veiled on the bottom. So yeah, I kind of feel like there might be something that's kind of not clear, like those rose-colored glasses here. But I do feel like the spirit is saying, or the universe is saying here, you know, get yourself ready emotionally and to attract the next one in, because maybe you have repeated the same cycles, the same bad kind of relationships, the same situations that have put you in this heartbreak over and over. So you want to make sure you're grounded and that you are ready. You know, you've healed your emotions, you know, mastered those emotions and let the past go. You know, you don't want to be in this smog under this veil and be, you know, kind of lonely, you know, or, you know, sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that, because you want to attract the right person in. You know, I mean, I know there's one night stands and all that. That's what, but I feel like more so this is about, you know, if you're wanting to have a longer term relationship, okay? Because you have to look at the whole picture with a relationship. It's not, you know, I mean, it's always good to have all the qualities that you want, but sometimes, you know, if we go after lust and that sexual energy, it's not always the best kind of person. Or if it's like a one night stand, usually the circumstances might be a little different. Yeah, I don't know if that's making sense, but let's go ahead and get some more energy. See what else is coming up with this. So I feel like the universe and spirit is saying, are you really ready? Have you really finished healing? Have you mastered those emotions? Have you let go of that past relationship? Have you grounded yourself? Because it might be that you are, you know, wearing, you know, kind of like rose-colored glasses. Or some of you might be still longing for that ex and kind of romanticizing that relationship like it was better than what it was. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up. Interesting enough, we have the Five of Pentacles. That is lack. But then we do have the Ten of Cups. So what I feel like is, hold on, let me get another one. Ace of Pentacles. So what I feel like right now is that you might be putting your eggs in all somebody else's baskets, expecting them to make you happy, to fulfill you emotionally. And it's always good. It's always a good thing to have a good relationship, but you also have to have that independence. And you can't put that responsibility of somebody else fulfilling your basket and making you happy, filling your cup. They can add to it, but you have to be the one to fill your own cup. You have to have that within, that love, self-love for yourself and filling your own cup. Because there's some kind of lack here, and it's revolved around like bliss and happiness and emotional fulfillment. And it could stem from like rejection or abandonment issues. It could stem from your childhood, whatever it is. This is like a new beginning. We have to heal that so we can move into this new energy, okay, where we connect with others, have relationships where our cup's already full, and they are just adding more to the cup. And then we have overflow in our cup so we can give it to other people. Okay, so there's not a codependency. And look, we have sun on the bottom. Yeah, see, for that real happiness. Okay, and not the repeated cycles of disappointment, right? So let's see what else is coming up. So sometimes it's, well, not sometimes, but it's good like to, I don't know if everybody ever does this, but I've heard this before. Like if you want to attract the right kind of person, the qualities you want and stuff, it's good to like write it down. Heal yourself and then write it down. So you know that's what exactly, I'm not going to settle anymore. I'm going to go for this. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. So I feel like right now the universe and spirit are saying, you know, do some alone time and do some healing and figuring out, you know, what is something stemming from your past that you keep repeating this cycle. Okay. We have the Hierophant as well. So the Hierophant is our belief system. So I feel like it's like a belief system, maybe it's something you were taught. Maybe you were raised up in a family that was broken. Or, you know, the relationship between your parents was unequal or something like that. Or a divorced family or whatever it is. Or the outlook on the whole thing was different. So it's abusive, whatever, sadly. But this is saying, you know, something needs to be worked on here, because that's why you're repeating the same cycle of getting the same kind of disappointment in relationships, or being left, or whatever it is, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, whatever it is, unfortunately. And it's time for you to break that cycle, because, you know, if you don't, and then you have children, that's going to happen in you're going to keep passing it down. So it's time to break this cycle. So I kind of almost feel like this is something that's been going on down the family line, and it's time to be broken. You're being asked to be broken because they break this cycle, because that, you know, bottom line, nobody wants to be heartbroken. And I feel like you're putting all your eggs in somebody else's basket and expecting them to fulfill you and make you happy. And they might not be the best type of person, especially with relationships. So if you're broken emotionally and in your relationship views, that's what you're going to be attracting in. Because remember, what we think and we put out to the universe, that's what we're attracting in. So we're going to attract other broken people in. And it's just going to be a disaster. You know, it might go good for a while, but then it's going to make you emotionally depleted. It's going to break up. You're going to be heartbroken, something. Okay? So let's go ahead and get in. Let's see if anything's coming in. Any possible future energy coming in with this relationship issue. Let's see if anything's coming in. We have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I kind of feel like this is a comparison, honestly. I think it's kind of the same message. It's the same message, universe. You really, look at this, the Devil on the bottom. This could be a Capricorn, but this is a toxic behavior or a pattern here, because we're getting like the same message as this came out. Here's the stable, grounded, mature person that you want, that you need, that you deserve, right? Here's the immature. You know, this is the immaturity. They lack emotional growth. They're more into their head. And here's the stable, grounded, all the way around person, right? Practical, methodical, father-like figure. Not to you. I don't mean that in a relationship, but you know, they stand strong, you know? They're supportive. And then we have, it's a skill that you need to work on. Which one are you attracting in? Which one do you want, right? Go within. And this is Virgo season. It's time. Don't you think are you tired of attracting the same negative nillies and ones that want to run off and have mommy issues as well as commitment issues, and they don't know what they want? They're always looking for the grass greener on the other side and all that. No, you don't want any of that. You want this guy. You want this king. You want the king. You don't want the page, right? Okay. And definitely, you don't want the toxic energy. You know, you don't want that. You know, somebody that has addictions, you know, you don't want that. But, you know, bottom line, I kind of think this might be some kind of old toxic behavior or pattern you were raised on, and you have to break it. Okay? And I hear some of the distant voices. I'm never going to be like that, like my mother was or my father was. And then somehow you get stuck in it, right? It's like you turn into them, and you have to break that. Okay? Especially if you don't want your future children or your current children to be in that same situation. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get some advice. Wow, this is a deep one. Wow. Let's get some advice. But you know, it's not just you, it's a lot. You know, I think that's why there's so many relationship issues. And, you know, nowadays everything's online pretty much. They like to date and stuff. So, it's just kind of a mess. All right. That's one good thing about being older, you know? It's like, I feel sorry for a lot of the things that are missing now with that. I mean, it's good to have growth, but some things got left behind that was or better. But let's go ahead and see what else. Advice, please, for my beautiful Pisces. Let's see. Yeah, you have a right to be selective here. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Spirit and Universe. What beautiful message. Okay. All right. You have a right to be selective. Be selective. You deserve better. So do not put up with riffraff or neglect or disrespect. Okay? Or half-assed person. You don't want that. Be selective. Okay? And don't worry, you will find the one. But you got to be selective. You deserve better, okay? Fill your own cup. And this also could be new people coming in. But heal that energy. You know, you don't want to repeat the same old broken people back into your life, okay? Heal. Fill your own cup. Work on yourself for a little while. Knight of Cups is somebody that wears their heart on their sleeve. So, you know, I feel that's you. You know, Pisces usually has the people I know that are Pisces, I mean, I know one or two that aren't, but it must be their other placements of their signs, or just their ass. But I know quite a few beautiful soul and heart people that are Pisces, you know, like the old soul, compassionate, they care about other people. And this is wearing your heart on your sleeve, seeing the beauty of the world, you know? So you're going to attract a lot of riffraff sometimes, unfortunately. You know, you've always heard the empaths, narcissists are attracted because you're kind, you're open-hearted, you're loving, you trust people, you believe in people, you want to help people. So this is you. So, you know, be careful, guard that beautiful heart. I mean, not to the point where you're closing it off, but, you know, set those boundaries, be selective. You can say no. You don't have to associate with that. You have to have that somewhat degree, you know? You don't have to pick up every Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Sue, Mary, and Joan, whatever you are. So, you know, that's what it's saying. You know, this is what it's saying. You know, protect that beautiful heart of yours. Don't change it, but set boundaries and be selective, okay? That's something that the universal spirit is saying. You know, they love you for being so caring and non-judgmental and kind, but you have to protect yourself, too. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, but they're telling you, you need to take some time off on your own and be selective. If it takes a while, it takes a while. It's better to have the right people. Ace of Wands, do something that you're passionate about, you know? Maybe go heal little children or animals or something. You know, whatever paint, write music, write books, whatever it is. Go towards your passion for a while. You know, just because I'm so tired of hearing, I know I heard this not as much when I'm older, but before, why aren't you dating? You know, like you have to be dating. Or why don't you have a man in your life? It's like, you're trying to make me feel less than. That does not make you a whole person. You're already a whole person, okay? Yes, it's nice to have love in our life. And I'm not totally against it. I'm not saying that at all, because I had somebody saying, like, people need people. Yeah, you do, but you don't need the toxic ass people. Right? And you got to feel good about yourself. So Spirit of the Universe is saying, you got to do you for a little while. You know, get to know yourself. You know, you're the one that's going to be around forever. So take care of yourself. Do something that's like there's some kind of talent or something that you want to work on. Do that. You know? Protect yourself. Set boundaries. Okay? Persevere. Wait for that right one. Okay? And that's something else too. The other day I watched Shrek again. And the part where he rescues her from the castle and she was like, yeah, I have to get to know you. You're the one that rescued me. You're my knight. I got to marry you. And all this. And I'm like, whoever said that somebody's going to ride up on a horse and who put that in women's head? Like there's going to be this knight on this white horse that's going to come sweep us off our feet. And the first one that comes along, that's a fairy tale, okay? It's distorted. I mean, that would be great, but it's not, you know? So it's not going to be like this knight. That's you. You're going to rescue yourself. Do you for a little bit, okay? Set healthy boundaries. Persevere. You know, once you set healthy boundaries and fill your own cup and feel confident within yourself and love yourself, you're going to attract the right one in. The one that's going to respect you. Okay? The one that's going to respect you and celebrate you. See him on there? He's got that cup in his hand, offering his cup of love. That's what you're going to have. All right? Now, I'm not telling, no, so if anybody watches this, I'm not saying to go out and diss on people. I'm saying you can still respect people, but set boundaries for yourself. You know, you deserve well. You deserve good. You deserve somebody that knows the hell what they want, right? So, let's go ahead and get a few more rounds. Like, let's see if you are to take this advice. Let's see what the outcome might be. If you choose to take the advice. Oh, I love that. 5 of Swords. Yeah, good. So if you choose to take this advice, look at the 2 cards that, look at these 2 cards that came reverse. You let go of toxic energy, right? You let go of conflict, and you make a choice. You have the choice to choose who you want, right? The 2 of Wands is all about, you know, at a crossroads and choosing. You get to be more selective. You know, you don't just settle, you're selective. You know, you don't just like say, hey, somebody's paying me attention, I guess I better go so I won't be alone. No, you get to choose, right? And you let go of that toxic energy and that conflict. All right? And you let go of that burden too. Look, we have a burden on the bottom. Yeah, you let go of that burden. Things are completed. That cycle of that old patterns of cycles that has been going through your family is done. Love that. Yes. And what's this one? The 6 of Pentacles, which is about balance. Yes. So, it looks like that's your message. So, you know, think about it. You don't have to pay attention to these tarot readings or whatever. It's just like energy. But, you know, really think about it. Like, have you been repeating the same patterns with the same negative type people? Yes, it's hard to choose anymore. I know. You know, just the society in general. But there are good people out there. So, have you been not being selective just because out of loneliness, or maybe you want that validation? You know, think about that. You know, have you been repeating the same negative patterns with the same kind of person that doesn't know what the hell they want? They're childish, they're immature, they're addicted on stuff, they run off because they don't know what the hell they want. You know, just think about that, you know, on your own. But, you know, it gives you some food for thought. But that's your message. That's what the universe wanted to bring out, whoever this is resonating with. And I think we've kind of, a lot of us have been in this energy, you know, where we just keep attracting in toxic, negative people that they don't know what the hell they want. It's just kind of like there's something to do for them until they get bored and they run off. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people are just choosing to do their own thing now because of this. So, you know, don't beat yourself up and think, you know, man, I must be terrible because I keep having this. No, it's just, you know, you gotta, they say there's plenty of fish in the sea, but I think a lot of them are polluted or something. And a lot of healing needs to be done. That's what it is. But anyway, Pisces, again, I'm sending you lots of love. Love you guys, and thanks again for the support. And I guess that's going to do it for the rest of August. So, you know, be selective. You're worth it. Take care.